This is a segment from the JustRPG.com podcast. If you enjoyed this, you can check out the full podcast link in the video description below. Enjoy!
Alright, for our next topic, what existing games would you like to see ported on the Nintendo Switch?
Earthbound HD.
Yeah, like an original Earthbound, kind of graphically redone. I think would be a good idea.
I'd even be okay with, old pixely graphics, because that was a great game, and, nobody really plays it, because it's over.
I think it's got a cult following now.
Yeah, now it does, but, any new people that would want to get into it really can't, unless they're emulating it.
I mean, they could. It's still on Virtual Console. Maybe they could put it. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Alright.
But,
never mind.
I mean, one that I don't think will ever happen, but I would love would be Sin and Punishment for the Wii. I don't know if maybe you could do it touchscreen based, or maybe the Joy-Con has some kind of sensor or something like that. It could be done, or I guess it could be done with the controller. I guess, but that's a Wii game that I think is underappreciated.
I had never even heard about that game until you told me about it.
Yeah, that game is awesome. It looks awesome. The gameplay is awesome. The game is awesome. Yeah, I can't recommend that game enough. And it's cheap on Wii, like $15. Awesome cover. Everything's awesome about that game. Another one, I think we saw Splatoon in the trailer. It could be a new game. It could be a port. Either way, Splatoon, either keep it how it is, just upgrade it, put it on there. I think that'd be a good port.
Yeah. Another one I would want is Skyward Sword, because I never played that because the controls were so horrible.
If they did what they did with Twilight Princess on the Wii U, and basically made like the GameCube version, if they did that for the Switch and it wasn't motion controls, I would actually be into it.
The motion control is what turned me away from a lot of games, because it's not that I hated getting up or whatever, because I liked party games. Nintendo Land. That game was so fun.
I have a Tamagotchi party game that's pretty fun. But
really? Are you serious?
Yeah, for Wii I have, what's it called? Tamagotchi Party On.
Oh my God.
You run for mayor as Tamagotchi, but...
Oh my God. We're getting off topic. No. So yeah, Skyward Sword. I never played it, and I really wanted to. I had the special edition with the cool controller and everything, and I was like, I love Zelda, and then I never played it.
I think that's one that they put a lot of development time, a lot of money into.
Yep.
That, I mean, I'm sure it's sold, well enough, but I think it would be appreciated much more if they put it without motion controls. Because that's really what's keeping me from playing it.
Yep.
I have it. I never feel like putting it because I know I'm going to have to swing my arm around. I know it's going to kind of be ambiguous as to what motions I'm doing and what motions the character does. So that could definitely benefit to BC controller.
Yeah.
Which would be a perfect opportunity on the Switch. And they did Wind Waker and they did Twilight Princess, so I think it's feasible.
Wind Waker was perfect because when you had the controller, you had your backpack in your controller.
I mean, it wasn't necessary to have that, but it was a nice addition.
It was the easiest thing ever. I didn't have to press a button and look around. It was just all right there. I was swiping and I was still running, and it was the greatest.
But they've been porting Zeldas in general. They've been porting a lot of Zeldas.
Yeah.
What's left? I mean, they got up to Twilight Princess. They did Wind Waker on Wii U. They did Majora's Mask on Ocarina on 3DS.
Link to the Past? Or Link Between Worlds.
Link Between Worlds was a new game.
But that's okay where it is.
I don't think they need to do that. That was 3DS and it was done well. But Skyward Sword, I think could definitely benefit from that.
Yep.
Alright, then I'd say Smash U doesn't have to be remade into a new game. It'd be great if it was, but if they just ported it to the Switch, that's like some instant sales right there. Smash on the go. It's not a 3DS, I think that can be done well. And throw in some new characters. Throw in, 5 new characters. I'm buying it. I'm buying it if there were less characters. I don't care.
You don't think they have enough characters? They have Bayonetta.
I mean, that's my point. I don't even care. If they even removed characters, I'd still be into it. So, yeah, Smash, I think... Again, I'd love if they made a new one, but I'd be satisfied with the port. I think that'd be, good enough.
Pokken Tournament.
That's kind of the same deal. It'd be great if they made a new one, but it's relatively new as it is.
Yeah.
They don't have to make a new one. They just throw in. They actually have some new characters that are in the arcade version in Japan that they could just add instead of doing DLC on the Wii U, or do both and just make the base version have that DLC.
Mm-hmm.
You know, throw in an extra bonus character or 3. You know,
or 3.
I mean, seriously, they should be able to do it. So, and again, I think it's a game that hasn't really been played by most people. It's Pokemon, which is super hot right now.
Yep.
You know, I think that would be a good port. Same for Mario Maker. Like Mario Maker, yeah, a lot of people bought it, and a lot of people bought Wii U's for it. I think like that's a super popular game. People love that game.
Mm-hmm.
I'm even thinking that would make a great pack-on game. Just port it, make it part of the Switch, or they could sell it, but make that the new Wii Sports Mario Maker. Bam.
Or Nintendo Land. I'm bringing it up again.
Nintendo Land does not deserve another mention. But I hope there is some kind of pack-in, and I'm saying a port would suffice for that. Another game which came out within the last month, Paper Mario Color Splash, is kind of like end of Wii U lifetime. It got good reviews. People are liking it. They ported that, made it $30 instead of $60, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I might even get another copy, or get a copy. So I think all these are pretty good, like good ideas. Like some could be virtual console, maybe with updated controls, stuff like that. But I think the Wii U games are good enough and haven't been played enough that even just a straight port would work. Get some people. They put all that money into development. If you're looking for new games around launch, why not throw in some ports and make it work?
I'd like it if they ported any of the Harvest Moons onto.
I mean, Harvest Moon, I feel like, is so easy to develop because they're all so similar.
Yeah.
That at this point, you might as well make a new one.
I guess.
And none of the old ones are so fantastic that a specific one warrants a port.
The first one was great. Well, yeah.
I mean, the N64 one is great,
mm-hmm.
but it's so slow now when you play it. Like, you pick up one item, you put it in your bag, you walk over to the thing, you take it out of the bag, put it in one by one. It's very time-consuming, very tedious now. It's not as enjoyable. But, I think that'd fit better under a new game. Give us a new one if you're going to put one on there.
Okay. Then I am out of games.
I can think of plenty of games that would be great, but they'd probably qualify more as virtual console games rather than ports.
Mm-hmm.
With ports, I'm thinking like Wii U, maybe Wii, throw in a couple there. But mainly Wii U. And something like, there are some other good Wii U games like Tropical Freeze, stuff like that. But I don't know if they're good enough, and I'd rather just see a new one. But again, the ones we mentioned, I think, would be good enough as just straight up ports.
Yeah.
You would increase that library early on. They already have it developed. Just change the controller scheme, change the resolution, put it on there. I think that'd be a smart move by Nintendo. And then maybe even, again, I've mentioned this in previous podcasts, but make some ambassador program for Wii U owners. Come on. We went through your crappy system. We still argue that we like it. Reward us. Give us something. Give us something. Make one of these ports free if you had the Wii U. Come on. Come on. All right, now we move on to our next topic.
Oh, yeah, sure.